Hey, how's it going? This is Melinda and welcome to my channel. Today I'm very excited to talk about this special event, the special time for my channel, a huge milestone. And I just couldn't let December of 2023 end. And yes, we're getting close to the end and starting into 2024, but I wanted to acknowledge my 5-year anniversary of being here in the vinyl community. I can't believe I've been here for 5 years. My channel, my introduction video started in December of 2018. And here I am 5 years later, still making videos. And I want to give a shout out to John from Digital Gramophone. Earlier in the month, he made his video celebrating his 5 years. And I started around the same time as he did. You know, a lot's changed since back then. And yet, a lot of it's the same. I can remember it being a smaller crowd of people. You know, it's expanded quite a bit in the last 5 years. Vinyl collecting has become even bigger. And I loved it back then. I love it now. It's changed a lot. I love the changes. I love the way it started, though. And I'm glad I started when I did. You know, it's just been a wonderful experience for me. And it all started just as simply and innocently as it possibly could. I had discovered vinyl record collecting and I got the bug and I got it bad. And I discovered that people were on YouTube talking about vinyl records. So I had been watching for quite a while, feeling like an outsider, even though I shouldn't have for some reason because I didn't make videos. I didn't think I was a part of it. That's wrong, by the way. If you watch videos, even if you don't make videos yourself, you are a huge part of it. And leave comments, subscribe to the people you like. It matters. Anyway, I just remember watching Billy Hurst and Rod, the vinyl, Happy Hippie, the vinyl guy. That's his channel name. And so many others that sadly are no longer making videos anymore and wanting to be a part of the world. I was a shy person. I've never spoken in front of a camera, never done anything like that in my life. And yet, no one in my real life cared about vinyl, didn't want to hear about it. I felt like I had this huge secret that I was going to explode if I didn't talk about. And I had no one to share it with. So that's why I started making videos. And wow, it's just been a whirlwind ever since. And honestly, if you would have told me 5 years ago when I started making videos, 5 years later, I would still be at it, I probably would have been very surprised. I don't think I thought it was going to be a long-term thing, and yet here I am. And something very exciting has happened to me. I want to talk to you about the past 5 years. I want to talk to you about the good, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the bad, what I don't like about the vinyl community a little bit, just dish a little. I'm going to keep it mostly positive because that's just how I am, but I am going to tell the truth. But something recently happened in the past year that I never dreamed would happen. I want to show you this because this is actually something really special to me. I'm just really honored. There is a book out called Passion for Vinyl, Tales from the Groove by Robert Haagsma. And he reached out to me about a year ago asking me if I would be a part of it. This is the 3rd volume, and I'm going to leave some information down below so that you can check out the book. You may want to order it because it is a lot about vinyl collecting, the passion, the journey of a lot of vinyl collectors. What's really strange is I'm included in this because I'm just a little vinyl channel on YouTube. We've got some massive players on here. Let me just show you the part of me that's in the book. I am so honored to be a part of this book. And there's a Q&A. I did an interview with Robert about a year ago. There's just a lot of interesting things here. Talking about my childhood, talking about my channel a lot. And you know, it even shows this Michael Jackson One Step, the legend, the Poco. That's probably the first mobile fidelity record I ever got. But I'm in unbelievable company, you guys. Check this out. Here is Kevin Shields from My Bloody Valentine. He is also included. He's a vinyl collector, a little more famous. by far. And here's another great one that you all might recognize. Chad Kassem. He is the owner of Acoustic Sounds, Analog Productions, Quality Records Productions, QRP. And a great write-up about him, and a fascinating one, you guys. It's really interesting. He lets you in a little bit on his background and some of his struggles in life that are so interesting. Here's another great one. Robert, I'm not even going to pronounce his name, but he's from Metallica. Look at that. He was in this book too. And then there's me. I don't feel like I really belong, but I was so honored to be a part of that book. Even my name is on the back. I mean, I've never had anything like that for myself. It's unbelievable honor. And I will leave a link below so you can check out that book if you want. That was just a huge honor, an unbelievable moment here. This past year has been an incredible year for me. My channel's grown. I've met amazing people. I've got to experience some amazing things. But I want to get back to the essence of my vinyl channel. You know, I went back and watched my first video, the introduction to the vinyl community video. And yes, I highly recommend, if you have a vinyl channel, go back and watch your first video you ever made. It's very cringy. It's very cringy. At least mine was. Some of you might start off right out of the gate doing great, but not me. You know, I needed to learn how to project my voice for the camera and quit saying as often. I still do, but I don't as often as I did back then. Change the background, make it look a little better, just things like that, you know. And what I loved, though, revisiting that, is the passion that I had. You could tell I had been bit by that bug. And I love the video in the way that I show records. It's innocent, it's cute in a way. I'm kind of like, you guys, oh my gosh, I like Paul McCartney. I like Paul McCartney. And y'all are probably thinking, really? Yeah, that's a common artist. But at the time, I was just so excited. And I said on here, oh, Tom Petty, he's fantastic. And you're thinking, you don't say. But, you know, this album was amazing. And it brings back those wonderful memories of the early days of talking about vinyl records, and you're getting those basics in your collection. And every record store you go to, there's a treasure trove. You know, now I go to a record store, a lot of the records I already have. I might pick up 2 or 3 exciting new ones. I rarely go anywhere where I'm now finding 15 records and buying them all. You know, that doesn't really happen as much anymore. I've got over 2,000 records. But, you know, I just loved seeing that. Like, I've showed this Kiss record. This is a German pressing, and I was all excited because the S's look different because it's Germany and it's controversial the way the other S's look, you know, the standard logo for Kiss. And I showed that on there. Just loving the music, and I still do. I still have that same enthusiasm, you know. As exciting as those were at that time in my life, now here is what I think was this past year's favorite for me. Yes, it's a common record, Van Halen. But it was so cool to see my favorite band get an audiophile treatment. And this is such a fantastic, it's the Mobile Fidelity One Step. The highlight for me, a dream record. And, you know, it's just, again, the enthusiasm. There's still so many releases to celebrate and so much to look forward to. And that was a highlight for me that I'd been waiting a couple of years for. Hopefully, and I really don't think we're going to be waiting as long for the rest of them. I really don't. You know, I will say here, there's so many wonderful things about being in this vinyl community. And number one, the biggest, the best, people who watch my channel, the viewers, the ones that leave comments. And I even said in my book, not my book, but the book that I was interviewed in, the way I feel about my channel, it is totally peer-to-peer. You all teach me, you all give me great suggestions on bands, stereo equipment, tips, things you've learned along the years when you're collecting. I love the exchanges. There are certain people that comment on my video every single time that I can depend on, or I feel like, I don't want to depend on, I honor you. I'm grateful that you comment every single time or every other video, or I love hearing from my viewers and commenting and having these discussions every single week. That is truly the heart and soul of why I make these videos and why they mean so much to me. Because I can promise you, it is not the pay. It is not the prestige of anything. It is truly the friendships that I've made along the way. Whether you make vinyl videos or you're someone who watches my channel and comments nearly every week, I am so grateful for you. And there's just, that's it. That is the reason why I make vinyl videos. And I'm humbled every week by some of the kind things people say. I also appreciate people that give me suggestions or disagree with me. I like that too, in a respectful way, disagreements, or saying I don't agree with you and here's why, and I can explore why they feel the way they do. I love that. And it's just so special to me to have this channel and have a platform where I can have people in my life that love music, love vinyl records, love stereo equipment. That's become a new passion for me. I now want to go into a little bit of the negative side of the vinyl community and being on YouTube. There are some negatives to it. I'm not going to, I don't dwell on them ever, but every once in a while they kind of get under my skin. And I thought, well, this is the perfect time to kind of bring them up because I'm talking about my channel in general. You know, there are some people who are just mean. We call them trolls. They like to say mean things here and there. I don't get a lot of that. Most of the people from my channel are so nice and kind. But yes, I get some trolls. I immediately, if they go too far, I will get rid of them. If they insult someone else or they insult me in a way I think is a little goes below the belt, I will delete the comment. There's also some people in our vinyl community who make videos, who stand in judgment of everybody else. And they think it's okay that, well, they have certain rules where you belong or you don't belong in the vinyl community. And this is just the way I see it. They want YouTube to make a gazillion dollars. They're okay if music labels, you show a record. They are happy if music labels make a lot of money. They're happy if everybody else benefits but the creator of the video themselves. There are some people out there that think, you know, you shouldn't monetize your channel. They just want YouTube to make all the money for some reason. I can assure you, I'm just going to speak for myself and my small channel. If I wanted to get into YouTube to make a living, make money, real money, I would have done like makeup tutorials or women lifestyles after 50 years old, something like that, because I watch that kind of channel and they get huge views, huge subscriber numbers. You don't get into the vinyl community and talk about vinyl records thinking you're going to make a lot of money. It doesn't pay a lot. YouTube doesn't pay a lot. And yet there are a few people here in our vinyl community that think if you monetize and you make a little bit of money from YouTube, that you don't belong. You shouldn't be doing that, and it's wrong. And you know, it's not like I came into the vinyl community thinking I was going to make a lot of money, or even if I was going to monetize it all. A lot of it came from the discussion, honestly, with my husband. He's the one that kind of woke me up to it. He's like, why would you let YouTube make all the money when you're spending money on all of these records? You let it pay for your hobby a little bit. It doesn't cost the viewers, it costs YouTube. They have to pay you to create the content. And I agree. I think, you know, he's right about that. And I do have a couple of people who question the integrity. Like, I've been making videos for 5 years, and here in the 4th and 5th year, there's been a couple of companies that will occasionally send me a free record that I don't have to pay for, a promotional copy. It helps them. It gets, maybe if I like the record, I want to show it on my channel, they get exposure for it. You know, I occasionally get a free record that I actually like and want to talk about, they fit a certain topic for my video, and I will show them on my channel. And they think that's wrong too. And all of a sudden, I have no integrity if I accept a free record. I don't know very many people would turn down getting great free records, especially after being in the vinyl community for 4 or 5 years. I don't get that thinking, you know, and I can assure you guys, here's the real true facts. If I broke down every hour that I spend making videos, answering the wonderful comments, and just the money spent on YouTube, I would make well below minimum wage. I could go out and get a better job and have more money. But I don't want to do that because the comments, again, the discussions I get to have every single week with you far exceed any money that I could possibly make. And also the fact that I've lived a life of integrity my whole life. I've never even had a speeding ticket. And yet a free record can totally make me all of a sudden this fake, horrible person that likes to deceive everybody else and lie because I got a free record. That's not true. I tell the truth. You know, if I like something, I'll tell you. If I don't, I won't tell you I like it. I would never deceive the people that mean the most to me, my cherished viewers like you. So there's a couple of people who kind of try to spoil it for everybody else, but most of the time, I don't really think about that. It's really an appreciation for the last 5 years. Having a hobby in your life and having something that lights your fire, gets you out of bed every morning, that's what vinyl records and music is for me. It's just been so amazing. You know, my daughter is out of the house. Things have changed in my life. I'm so grateful that I had this incredible hobby and excitement in my life to keep me moving forward. I feel like it keeps me young and excited for the next day and for the future. And I think we all need something like that. I even read just recently an article about people who are very frugal, what they're willing to spend money on. And one of the things they said, and I'm not really frugal, I am in certain areas of my life and some not at all. They said frugal people are willing to spend money on a hobby because it enhances their life and enriches their life. And they're willing to spend the money on stuff like that. So yeah, that's where I'm at in my life. And it's just been incredible. And I want to show a few things and give some special thanks. There's been some things given to me over the holiday season that I wanted to show and give thank you. This is from Harry's Music Room. He had a friend, an artist, draw this and send this to me. This is Eddie, of course, Eddie Van Halen. Such a cool drawing, and I love it. So thank you, Harry, from Harry's Music Room, for that incredible piece of art. A friend named Sean, and this is a guy that I interact with a little bit here and there because we both love watching Riverbend Records auctions on Monday nights. That's kind of how we got to know each other. He comments on my channel sometimes too. He's got an incredible record collection. He sent this to me and I thought it was so cool. Bookends by Simon and Garfunkel. And what made it so cool, it is a UK pressing. It's in mono. I have to open it a certain way and it's really loud, so I won't do that. But this is a UK mono pressing of Bookends by Simon and Garfunkel. Those mono copies are a little harder to find, especially those US ones. Of course, UK, I don't see UK records either. So having it on the CBS label, mono, that was a very cool gift. Thank you, Sean, for that. That was so thoughtful. My friend Mike from Nebraska, he knows I love Tommy James, so he sent the Christmas record I didn't even know existed, and it's amazing. And he also gave me this incredible record, Jason Isbell and the 400 unit. Now, John from the Digital Gramophone, one of the things about his channel that has really enriched my life is he's talked a lot and in depth about Bruce Springsteen, and I've always been a Bruce Springsteen fan. As a teenager, I had his poster on my wall. Of course, Born in the USA was my jam back then, but listening to John Digital Gramophone talk about all of the Bruce Springsteen's records allowed me to really get deeper into the Bruce Springsteen discography. He's also talked about Jason Isbell on his channel, And I've listened to Jason Isbell as well because of his discussions. There's also a channel called Shamrock Records that opened my horizons to Jason Isbell as well. I also want to show another record. Courtney Pine, Journey to the Urge Within. This is from October Records, a really great company, up and coming from what I know. I will leave a little more information below so you can check out. But this is a great record. The sound quality is wonderful. And this is a combination of really classic jazz. It goes into a little free jazz as well. It has a little bit of everything. And it's just a wonderful record. It was sent to me by a viewer, and I really appreciate it. Felipe from the Jazz Bums, it was sent to him, and then Felipe sent it to me. And it's just a really wonderful, beautiful sounding record, a jazz record. And, you know, as you all know, I'm really into jazz now. So, wow. Celebrating 5 years here in the vinyl community, what I love, a little about what I don't love, but mostly this has been a terrific ride, and I'm hoping a lot more to come. I've got some exciting stuff coming in 2024 that I cannot wait for. It's going to be a great year, at least for music. Everything's been really very nice. A lot of great releases, a lot to look forward to. Again, thank you to viewers like you who make this all possible, who make this worthwhile. You know who you are. You know I love you. And thank you so much. And I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.